Hello, Heisen Corporation and our friends on the Martian High Council. My name is Hiram J. Whitehead, and I'm here to talk to you about one thing. Software. But that's not the only thing I'm here to talk to you about tonight. I'd also like to talk to you about family. You see, I'm a family man myself. I've got a wife, Ilza, and a little pattern of youngins. Well, two youngins actually, Janie and Jack. Now, you see, the important thing about my children is that they're my children. That's something that's really hard to explain to people who aren't parents. Do you know why it's hard to explain to them? Because, well, very simply, they're idiots. See, there's something instantly that goes on biomechanically in your brain when you have children that I think increases your intelligence. Or at least it just makes you feel smarter. Probably a little bit of both. But the main thing is, I'm a family man and I've got kids. So, when I started developing a new software tailored just for your needs, I look no further than my own family. After all, Wendy, our new software, was named by Elton Dragonet, our lead software development, for his little Wendy. Wendy is a nice little girl, and she is always eating all of my Twizzlers out of my desk when I'm out of my office. But, thing is, I knew that when it came time to produce our greatest software yet, I didn't want his daughters to have all the fun. So, I named it after my daughter Janie. I just called it Jane, though, because why out of Y? I mean, just 4 letters on the box is easier. It saves ink. So, went with Jane. Jane is a very special software program, and I am very proud to introduce it to you. After all, it's not very often I get to introduce things that are literally great. Now, you have all definitely heard of our Wendy software, which, I mean, what can I say? It's the best-selling thing of all time, practically. You all use it, we're well aware. We've had many orders from all of you, which we have gladly taken the money for you from, and it is in my pocket right now. And I'm probably gonna go use it and go buy groceries. Probably groceries that have been hand-woven with gold inlays on them, just to be safe. But, anyways, I digress. Heisen Miller, we know what you're doing. It's pretty obvious. You're building a secret place on Sharon and Pluto. We know this because you sent us the schematics for it because you wanted software for it. We know. You just wanted Wendy. Wendy's great. Wendy's good. Wendy, Alton's little daughter, is cute. But you know what? Jane's cuter. I just gotta say it. My little Janie is the cutest little girl I've ever seen in my life, except for my wife. But in different ways. In very different ways. Don't you know? Anyways, so, Jane, the software that we've made, is a step up of Wendy in pretty much every way. So, think about this. When you're talking to an AI, any AI really, it seems like you're not talking to a person. It seems like you're talking to a person who's being paid to talk to you. It's like you're talking to a perfect person, a person who agrees with everything you're saying, who is working with you all the time, agreeing with you, just making things as easy as it is possible. But you know what our studies have found, and something I suspected myself? This actually isn't the best way to do things. Do you know why? Because whenever someone is always agreeing with you and always is happy, you always feel like you're being lied to. Think about that. When have you ever talked to an AI and felt after it, man, I really trust that AI. I could take that AI out to dinner. I could let it babysit my children. You don't really do that. Because you don't trust it. Because you know that the AI never lies. But, if the AI did, how would you know? You can't. So instead, we've made an AI with a personality. Not just a personality that's always predictable, but one that changes and grows with time. It's software that's extremely complex, and we've literally been working years on it. However, you may be wondering, why would I want this? Why wouldn't I just buy Wendy, a software which is pretty much perfect at running things? Well, as both of you on Mars and Earth here, and Heisen Miller, are trying to do something different. That is, you want to build a closed-in, contained system. Something like one of those little domes that you put the little ants in. You can shake it up really fast and the ants go crazy. But you want to prevent people from shaking up the ants, because they're your ants, all those little ants scuttling around there. You don't want the ants all shaken up. So what do you do to make people trust you that you're not going to shake up the ants? Curious? I know you are. Personality. You give an AI that has its own quirks. The AI can lie. The AI will disagree with you. The AI might not do simple tasks without you arguing with it, and you will get annoyed. You will get frustrated. But over the long term, as we've been testing in sustained enclosure for several months, you will trust it. You will trust it more than an AI that will do your bidding, that will give you food, anything you need, clothes, water, shelter, let you out, let you in, do anything just because you ask it. If you have an AI that even won't let you leave a room for a minute, but you give it a personality, people will trust it more. So think about this. You're on a stranded rock out in the middle of nowhere and you've built a closed dome to put people in. Which are you going to want? An AI running things that the people inside it trust? Or are you going to just give them something that they won't really trust, that they'll be looking over their shoulders at every single day? Because I'll tell you, I'm looking over my shoulders right now. I know that I don't trust those CGC bastards. I don't trust those Heisen bastards. I don't trust those Z-Labs bastards. And you know what? I don't really trust you bastards at Heisen Miller. But I'm selling you stuff, so you know what? I'm willing to forgo that right now. But, thing is, this software is perfect. Now, you folks on Gonjam... Shit. And we also have another special surprise. For those of you who are living on Mars right now, we've developed a special software for you we're calling Star. Now, Star is very similar to Jane, however, we've tailored it to Asian quirks and characteristics common throughout Japan and China, South Korea, those places. Obviously, your cultures are extremely different, but you've been packed into one place anyways, and you can't really help that. So we've looked at how your cultures emerged, and we put in one big bundle of thing. It's shows up and thinks it's dressed like a Japanese schoolgirl. I don't really approve of that. That's a very short scroll for a girl that age, but you know what? You guys seem to really like that, so I'm going with it. Anyways, the name is Star, but apparently we translated it in Japanese. I can't pronounce the new name, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, then whoever did that already translated that, so we may as well just edit this out. Really, edit this out, Arnold. Right. Anyways, that's it for me. Hiram J. Whitehead, right here at telling how the stuff works. Please, take into consideration what I'm saying. I'm not just a man in an awesome suit who looks wonderful in it. I'm not just one of the richest men in the galaxy. I'm not just genius and smart. The other thing I am right now is humble. I'm humble because I'm humbled by the awesome software I've made. I mean, it's just awesome. You won't be able to find better or make it yourself or anything. So, please check it out and purchase it. Jane Software. Only from Talanada.